Hello again, everyone. Today I'm showing you how to do a personalized letter using pennies. This could go great on your room wall, a friend's room, in your dorm. It could be a gift, anything good. So first, here are a list of items that you will need. And this is a great project. You can get it done in about a day, and it's really simple to make. I just suggest that you do have parents' permission, definitely, if you are younger, because this involves spray paint and dealing with some possibly toxic substances, and I want you all to be very careful. And here I have just a large letter A for my nephew's name, and I am painting it blue to match his room. And here I'm just taking a regular paintbrush, and I'm going to do 2 coats on either side of the A just to make sure it's nice and opaque and I didn't miss any spots, as well as painting the thickness of the letter within it just to make sure everything's covered and it has a nice smooth surface. And this is also a nice, inexpensive, personalized gift that you can give to somebody that they can keep for a really long time. And here I am just adding a second coat to it. I did 2 coats on the front and then flipped it over, did 2 coats on the back, and I let it dry overnight both times because I didn't want it to smudge. And I'm actually really fond of this blue color. I think it's really cute, and you can personalize it to the person. You can use their favorite color, keep it white, anything like that. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I am taking this silver Krylon spray paint from Walmart, very inexpensive, only a couple dollars, and I am taking some regular pennies that I found. I tried to pick the cleanest ones I could that didn't have anything chunky on the top of them, and here I am just spray painting the pennies. This is definitely where you want parents' permission, because if you get spray paint on you, it burns. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. And I am just doing a nice, even, kind of thin layer. You don't want to overload it with paint. And I am going to do 1 coat on the front, and I'm going to flip them over and do a coat on the back just to make sure the whole penny is covered. I didn't want any of the copper showing. And then I flip it over again and I do a second coat on the front, and I leave it like that. I don't touch them for a day. And they leave a really nice, like, gorgeous silver finish. If you have clear spray paint, like the topper for gloss, that would be great too, because then the paint wouldn't rub off. I didn't have any, and I wish I would have, and you'll see why later. And here I'm just spray painting, you know, having fun. What 20-year-old doesn't like playing with spray paint? I mean, come on. Okay, and again, I did not touch these. I just let them set for ever, about a day. And then here I am taking some Alex Fast Dry caulk. This is white. I wish I would have used clear. I am using this as my adhesive for the pennies. If I had used clear, then you wouldn't see it whenever it dried. So first I just laid out a couple of the pennies on both sides just to make sure that they fit right and they looked pretty even. The dimensions on the A aren't perfect. One side is thicker than the other, which kind of ruined it. Sorry it got so dark here. It started pouring the rain and I didn't realize how dark it was. But bear with me. All I'm doing is just picking up the pennies, adding a small amount of caulking on the back of it and pushing it down. And this is some fast dry caulking, and it was dry in about 20 minutes, but I let it set overnight. And here I am in a lighter place, just adding the pennies and trying to clean around the caulking as I went just to make sure it didn't dry. If it does dry, and like me, you use the white, you can just go over it again with your paint, very small paintbrush. But it was funny because my nephew came in at this part and he didn't like the blue on the front. He was like, oh, it'd be better if it was all silver. So I helped him spray paint the whole front of it. So it was a waste of the blue paint, and I like the way this looks better, but it was how he wanted his room. And this is just to show you what it would look like either way. This shows the color poking through. The silver just shows a completely silver front, which looks awesome too, which I have pictures of. And again, this was a really simple DIY, and you can hang this on a wall using like command strips or a hook, or you can leave it setting up on a dresser using like a picture frame to hold it up. And here it is. The whole front of it